90% of our problems are what we cause for ourselves. 5% is caused by foundational and ancestral lineage. 3% by bad parenting and family backgrounds. 2% by other people in partnership with the demonic fraternities that have devised means, both spiritually and physically, trying to bring you down. Remember, the devil only uses our ignorance and our mistakes as a loophole to get in, take charge and attack. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8 says, be self-controlled and alert, for your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Remember this, clearly the Bible states that it is someone, which means there is a particular state of man that he's looking for to devour. There is a particular type of person that he's looking for. Now, let's see what Jesus said in the book of John chapter 14 verse 30. He was talking to his disciples. He said, I will no longer speak much with you. He was talking about something else. But then he said that the ruler of this world, which is the devil, is coming, and he has no claim on me. Remember the one we read in 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 8 says that your enemy, that is the ruler of this world, is rolling around looking for someone to devour. He says the devil is coming, but he has no claim on him. Now there is that type of someone. There is a claim that devil have on people. There is a claim that he have on people before he moves to devour them, before he moves to destroy them. There is this type of person that he's looking for, that he has claim on. In the book of Galatians 5 verse 19 to 21, this particular verse clearly states the claims that the devil have on people before he can devour you. I taught you in our last episode, he doesn't have any power over you except the power that you give him. Now, the claim that he has on you in the book of Galatians chapter 5 verse 19 to 21. 1. Fornication. 2. Adultery. 3. Lasciviousness. 4. Idolatry. Uncleanliness. Hatred. Variance. Emulations. Wrath. That's uncontrollable anger. Strife. Seditions. Heresies. Envying. Murder. Drunkenness. Reveling, and so on and so forth. And the Bible labels these things as the works of the flesh. This is what people don't know. Every time they see evil or certain occurrences around them, they are fast to attribute it either to the devil or to some people that they have in mind that are working against them. And that is a very big error in the Christian faith today. A very big error. And still some preachers are preaching these things. Do you think that everybody has your time? Just 2% of your problems are being caused by people. And you keep on mixing everything up. And most times, to your utmost disappointment, then it will be as if prayer doesn't work. No, prayer works. But you ought to know what to do at every time. You need to know the tool that you are supposed to use. There are some times what you just need is knowledge, not even prayer. You just need wisdom, knowing what to do at the right time, not even prayers. If you lack knowledge of what to do, you might keep on praying and wasting your time while age is running against you. That's why knowledge is very, very important in everything that we're doing in this life. Whenever you see yourself in any problem, the first thing to do is to identify the problem. Sometimes we keep on lamenting on the symptoms of the problems instead of trying to identify the problem that as it is. Let's use malaria as an example. Maybe when you have malaria, you know the symptoms that come with malaria might be flu, might be cough, it might be cold and all those stuffs. It might be a little headache here and there. But if you keep on treating the symptoms without finding out that it is malaria that is your problem, and without working towards it to treat the problem itself instead of treating the symptoms, you might keep on treating symptoms for the rest of your life. So when you are able to identify your problems, then you are able to know what needs to do to bring about a lasting solution to that problem. So the problem is not that they have a problem, but the problem is that they don't know their problems. That's why you see some ladies, for example, after getting married for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, or more, without children, instead of them thinking back, what mistake did I make in the past that is the cause of this problem, why they can't conceive, why they can't give birth, instead of seeking medical attention to address issues or to even find out the cause of their problems, they easily and readily jump into conclusions that it is either the devil or their father's elder brother, sister. That is their problem immediately. I know that there are still people out there that truly doesn't wish you well. That's true, we know, we don't overlook that. But during their youthful years, when they were enjoying life, swallowing all kinds of pills and contraceptives so as not to get pregnant due to sinful lifestyles, don't you know that all those contraceptives has its side effects to the womb? And some still go ahead to commit dangerous abortions after getting pregnant because they don't want to have a bastard child, or because they tell me that they are not ready to give birth. Having series of abortions here and there. At the end of the day, not knowing that those cannibalistic abortions and those pills has its side effects on the womb. Remember, we are talking about lawful captivity here. There are certain things that you engage in that will lawfully keep you in captivity for the rest of your life if not addressed by a powerful prophet of God. Now, these are some of the problems, just to mention but a few, why a lot of women, after years of getting married, have issues in giving birth. Lawful captivity. And some of these problems are also caused by long-term infections that are not treated adequately, are some of the causes of these problems. So due to the ignorance that we have about these things, that's when the devil comes in to steal your joy through your ignorance. That's the only power that the devil have, is your ignorance. So that is why we keep on hammering on the wisdom of God. You need to, no matter what you are receiving, if you have not received the wisdom of God, you are still in trouble. What of young men who are still in financial captivity today due to mismanagement of resources and due to mistakes of the past? There are mistakes that will keep you in captivity, and you will pray and shout. If you don't identify your problems, you still remain where you are. I don't care how sincere your heart is. So when we get into problems, first of all, ask God to reveal to you the cause and its solution. It has to be revealed to you first. Then you now know the next thing to do about it. This is how it works. Instead of asking God for revelations, we quickly jump into the conclusion that it is the old woman in your compound that is causing it. No, she's not. Her only crime is that she's old. Is old age a crime? No. Stop pointing fingers and focus on your problems and find out the solution to it. So you see an old woman, you call her a witch. No, you are the witch. You are the cause of your problem, and you only can bring solution to your problems. Stop pointing fingers. Your past decisions of years ago is what you are facing right now. I can tell you, we are all a product of our decisions. Everything we see around us is a product of our decisions, a product of our thoughts. If you listen to doctors, they will tell you that untreated infections can cause infertility in the future. That's why you need to apply your heart unto wisdom. That was the psalmist. He said, teach us to number our days so that we can apply our hearts unto wisdom. So you keep tuned to the next episode, because we shall be bringing the solutions to lawful captivity. Don't miss it. It's going to be very powerful, because some of you listening to me now, when you meet me in the next episode, you shall receive solutions to some of the problems that you are facing right now. There are solutions, simple solutions that you can do on your own. You won't need a lot of prayers, you won't need a lot of religious activities to find these solutions, because the Bible makes us to understand that even the lawful captives shall be delivered. So await your deliverance in the next episode. Thank you for watching. God
bless. In all your gettings, get wisdom first.